Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth tutorial of the cubby hole bed that I made. I had a lot of questions, especially on TikTok. I know this is just going to be posted on YouTube, but some people might have the questions on YouTube but haven't actually asked it. And some people really nice about it. Thank you for being nice when commenting things, and some people are extremely rude. I don't make things hard on purpose. There's just things you have to do in The Sims to make them functional. If you don't want them to be functional and you're just designing a house, then it's fine. You can just do a 2x3 room and put a double bed in the room and put an archway. I mean, you can see now my sim is in this bed. The first bed is not usable. It is there just for show, and your sim will just walk through it. That is the only bad glitch. And then you also get a bit of glitching on the back if you don't have tool mod. I have actually raised one of the beds up by 0.01. I don't know if you can see here, it's slightly raised to stop the lighting glitches that happen. Also, I had a lot of questions about the bed. The bed is from high school years, and the net lights, they're also from high school years. When this has been posted, I am doing a giveaway. It's going to end today, so make sure you enter. I will end it at midnight, so you'll have a few hours to still enter, and that is on the 6th of November 2022. So if you enter after then, I'm not going to be able to enter you into the competition, and it is for the expansion pack high school years, so you'll be able to create this exact thing. The giveaway is on one of my previous videos. It says high school years expansion pack giveaway, so you'll be able to find it pretty easily. Right, I'm going to jump into the tutorial now, so sorry for a bit of a rant and ramble there. I just have to explain things really briefly. First thing you want to start off with is a 3x3 room. If you're using single beds, you won't need a 3x3. A 2x3 will work, but for using a double bed, you have to use a 3x3, and it ends up being a triple bed. So it's just like having a really big bed, like a king size or a queen size bed. So grab the bed that you want to use and just place this on the side where the archway isn't. So yeah, put an archway down, because that's a cubby bed is in like a little cubby hole. And this is classed as a little cubby hole. So I've just placed that bed in there, and I think in the other one I placed the other bed straight away, but I'm just going to show you how to do the like inbuilt bed thing. So I'm using these kitchen cabinets. These ones are from Dream Home Decorator, but you can do this base game also. If you don't know how to get these shorter kitchen cabinets up, you go ahead and go to whichever kitchen cabinet you use, and if you can see where the colours are here, you click on that, and normally you'll have this little cogwheel. If you click on the cogwheel, this pops up, and then you can see there's a little half tile one, and there's also other ones. If you didn't know that, that's a little tip also. And you can use any style you want. I just really like these Dream Home Decorator ones. So then what I go ahead and do is place these on the walls. It can be a bit finicky on these corner pieces because it doesn't want to clip because the archway is there. Might be good to put the archway in afterwards. Sims can walk through these cabinets. It's like they don't exist. I think it's because they're supposed to be higher up, so it doesn't affect the sim. So yeah, I'm just placing these around the edge, and I'm only going to do it where you can see it. So that'd be around the bottom of the bed and this side. That's the only place you can really see it. If you've placed it slightly different, you might want to move it around slightly. Slight glitch in here, but what I did to cover that up is just grabbed a stuffed toy. And if you don't know already, I've already sized these down, I think. So yeah, look, this is the normal size of the bun. All you have to do is press the square bracket keys if you're on a PC. If you are on a console, you hold the shoulder buttons and then you use the D-pad. I think it's the left and right on the D-pad, sizes up and down, and if you hold the shoulder buttons and press up and down on the D-pad is how you raise things. So you just size it down. I'm just doing it once and then raising it up. And like I said, to raise up on a console, I've just told you that. If you don't know how to raise up on a PC, there's a few options that it could be. I only know this on a English keyboard, but I personally just press 9. But I know for some people it's Control 9, and then I've had other people say it is Alt 9. So I just press 9 and this raises it up for me. So that's how you do that. Now how to get the other bed here. What you need to go ahead and do is use the basement tool, and the basement tool is found in the walls section. It's just like 5 across from the first wall. So you just do that, and you're just making it the same size as the room underneath. This just makes it easy so you can see exactly where you are underneath. And then you're just going to copy the bed, or grab the bed if you don't know how to copy. I don't know what it is on console, but I just press E and it brings up the eyedropper tool. You can click it and it just brings up the same item. I'm going to page down or you can use the little buttons up here at the top, but page down is just quicker for me. And again, just raising this up with the same buttons that I told you before, until you can see, oh, this just sits on the top of this room. You can see where the green line is, and you're placing it on the left hand side here. Obviously it depends on the orientation of your room, but you want it on the side where the archway is, so you've got to imagine that when you go down. So when you come up, you can see it's filling in that space. So we can see there's a little bit of glitch in here. You can fix it slightly without tool mod by moving the bed that is not in the basement just slightly forwards, like just slightly up, place it, and that'll fix the glitching at the front. Now you do have to put up with the glitching at the back if you don't have tool mod. If you've got tool mod, what you can go ahead and do is open tool mod and just elevate this by 0.001, and look, no glitching anymore. But I know not everyone has tool mod, so it is possible you will get that glitching. I know it's really annoying. See, the other problem here is the lighting is very, very different. So a few other people said you can just delete the basement and the lighting should work, and sadly this doesn't work. It does work for some builds, but for this it doesn't work because you need the lighting to match exactly the bed next to it. I'm just going to show you here what people mean by saying deleting the basement. See, look, the lighting is lighter on here, but if you go up, it's not correct, and I'll show you why. So if I just copy this, if it's in this room, it is the same colour as that. You can see those two beds are now the same colour. That is because this mimics it being outside when you delete the basement. So we need to keep the basement. So the best way to fix this is using just your normal lighting. So what we're going to go ahead and do is grab whichever lighting you want. I'm using these netted curtain lighting, and I'm going to use 3 because I want this to be a fully covered room. So I'm just going to place 3 of these in this room. So that lights up the bed that is in that room. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, and I want it to look like the curtains coming down either side, so like this, but I'm going to do it in the basement. And that means anything that is in the basement is going to be lit up exactly the same as what's above. So you do have to raise this up, and sometimes it is a bit of guessing. With this one you can actually line up the bottom of the curtain, I think. Is that correct? See, you can see here, I don't know if you can see, I haven't raised it up enough. So especially if you're using normal light, it can be a bit finicky and you have to like go back and forward a few times to get it exactly right. So I can see that one is exactly right, and I can get rid of the lower one, but I'm just gonna use it to match the rest. But now they're exactly the same, and you can see my sim is just stood in the bed. There's nothing you can do about this. Your sim will just walk through this bed. Like I said, it's not usable, it's just there to make it look like it's filled in, but the double bed is usable. Like I said, you can do this with 2 single beds, but you'll only have one sim be able to sleep in it, and it'll have to be the one that's on the far side away from the archway. So I know it's a bit complicated, it's just annoying with Sims mechanics. It's what we have to do sometimes to do workabouts, to do things that we want to do in the Sims. So I do have this on the gallery. It is set as a house. That is the only bad thing when I do these basement things where I pop things in the basement. I have to set it as a house because it's technically 2 rooms. If I only set it to 1 room, the thing that's in the basement disappears, because it'll just do the room that's on the top. So I do apologise for that. It is super annoying, but that's why I make the tutorials, so people can build these themselves and they don't just have to get it off the gallery. And I try not make them too complex. I know some of them are a little bit more complicated, especially for new simmers, and I try to be as clear as possible, and I'm happy to answer questions in the comments. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!